doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
One, rock and rolling, the very first guest to ever be on our podcast. Willie C's Green is in the building. What's happening, my boy?
What's good, man?
Chilling, man.
Hey, it's good to be back. You built a cool thing here, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I appreciate
Congrats.
you being one of the first people to see what it could be, and it did become something. A lot of people think Hellival was our first episode, and technically he wasn't our first episode. He was our first person that we interviewed, but it wasn't a podcast. It was during music reviews, and we posted his clips afterward when we asked him questions. So a lot of people were like, well, Hellival was the first. Hellival was technically the first person we posted, but you were technically the first person to be on the Kid Out podcast #1 episode.
My boy.
It's very interesting. Willie, man, you produced for a lot of major cats, man, from Flint to Detroit and the underground to countrywide, maybe even globally, I'm assuming. A few cats, maybe?
Yeah. Shout out Rick, the Italy boys.
Since the last time you've been on, which has been like 3 or 4 years, how crazy has the trajectory been for your producing career and your artistry?
It's been smooth, bro. It's been smooth sailing. I enjoy helping people make stuff, but it's always a balance between making my own shit and then helping them too.
Right on.
So there's a trajectory in both. You know what I mean? Like I have creative pursuits and things happen along those lines, but then you end up in the studio with so-and-so, and you get what's his name on a beat, and they end up being very separate things. You think that they would coalesce a little bit, but not as much.
What do you mean, like, as far as what you think they could turn into?
What you mean by that?
Like, what do you mean that there is what is the separation factor that you're talking about?
Half the people I like, because on the commercial side where I'm like making music for people as a job, 90% of those people don't even know I make music. And then there's a bunch of people who think I just make music.
Yeah.
And they have no idea that this is like a whole thing. So I try to blend it as much as I can, but I get stuff like that a lot. Oh, you make music? Oh, you engineer? From different crowds.
Oh yeah, I was just talking. It's so weird. G-Mac Cash was on the show like a few weeks ago, and he was talking about that. He's like, it's crazy that a lot of people know me as a rapper, but then a lot of people know me as a Tubi actor. And he's like, a lot of the Tubi people don't know I rap, and a lot of the rap people don't know
different
I make
platform.
I'm like, what? But it makes sense. Like, some people know you only as being an engineer or producer, and some people know you as being an artist.
Yeah.
But I would feel so comfortable knowing my engineer is also an artist, because he can really relate and knows what I'm dealing with when I'm inside the booth, right?
Yeah, no, they get hyped about that. And that's one of the main things that I hear people like comment on. We're like, yo, he gets it. Like the creative thought I'm in the middle of and I'm trying to express, he'll beat me to it.
Man.
And you know what I'm saying? And I'll do what they need before they have to ask for it. So things are super fluent.
Incredible. First time we talked, I probably was not a good podcaster at that time.
No, bro.
Did we chop it up?
We had a good time.
We had a good time for sure. But I don't think I really got to tell your story, man. Where are you from?
You asked that and I glossed past it like a ninja. But I'm from the woods. I'm from a small town called Adrian. But I've been living out here for like almost 15 years now. So like, I'm pretty established elsewhere in myself, and just like not considering myself a small town person anymore.
Yeah.
But that's 100% what I grew up in.
What was life like growing up for you, bro?
Chill. I mean, middle America, you know what I'm saying? Small town. I think it has like 25,000 people. Little college town. Nothing crazy. Going to the city for fun shit and getting into trouble in town to have fun.
What was the first entry into music?
All right, so that was, again, we talked about that too, drums. That was my first thing. They put me in front of a drum set when I was like a child.
Yeah, because we both play drums, yeah.
Like too short to stand on a stool type shit.
Yeah.
And then that's just kind of, it's weird because I don't even have conscious memories of a lot of that stuff, but it literally became my identity. You ever hear that joke where it's like that his parents took him to an NBA game one time and basketball became his entire identity?
Yeah.
It was like that. It was like I had like one little instance of like tapping a piano in my grandma's basement or something. And then from there, it's like, I don't give a shit about nothing else.
Yeah.
At all. I was disengaged from everything else.
When did you realize, like, okay, I can start my own productions, I can actually start making beats, I can produce, I can record myself and other people?
It was super great. 'Cause like I said, I played drums. Then I had a little DJ phase where I got a little DJ hookup. So I would like mix in songs together and do stuff like that and add sound effects. And I would consider that even like early sampling production type shit. And that was probably like 9 or 10. But then
Yeah.
like 12 or 13, you get a hold of FL Studio and Cool Edit Pro 2.0, Adobe Audition.
Man, that first FL Studios crack, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. And remember, you hear the Tyler clip where he was like, "All my beats, I couldn't finish them because I was on a crack FL. I just had to bounce." I remember that. I didn't even have a crack. I had a crack demos or whatever it was, to where you couldn't even export it. I had to record it through Cool Edit.
Oh my god.
So I would make the beat, hit record on Cool Edit, hit internal source, hit play, and then that's how I would save beats for like years.
Yes.
But I miss early FL days, the crack days. You could just get plugins on the
But it would
fly.
crash all the time and shit. But you're right. I never thought about that. You could just use an internal software to record the actual computer
There's
sounds.
always a way.
Yeah.
There's always a way.
Yeah. Damn, son.
So yeah, super early. Yeah, and then I think the first time I recorded the first time I recorded a vocal was on an MP3 player. Like literally just holding the speaker up to the person, you know what I'm saying, like, and then playing it for kids at school, like, you know what I'm saying.
Damn.
But yeah, it all kind of comes super gradually. I think I got my first actual mic and interface 14.
That's the thing that's so wild. We come from the radio days, like where you'd have these two radios and you'd press record on one, press play on another, and you would just like, that's how you would create stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, I missed that. That's a little before me. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, you didn't do that?
Hell no. I never had a cassette. I never had a tape recorder.
Wait, you were in cassette days? Oh, I was
no.
cassette days. So.
I had CD reel. I was PC era. I was PC era for sure. I miss cassette decks. That wasn't me. That was too.
That's wild. Yeah,
that was too far for me.
The digital age, though, yeah, man. Stealing your first Fruity Loops, and I think it was Fruity Loops first before they made a FL Studios, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like originally Fruity Loops.
It was originally it was supposed to be a video game.
Really?
Yeah. It was really supposed to be sold as a video game. They didn't want it. They didn't think it would sell, so they put it out as a PC video game. They wanted it to be like I think like PlayStation or some shit like that. But so they put it out as a PC video game, and then that became like a DAW.
Whoa.
Pro Tools, not saying that it invented DAWs. Pro Tools had been around, but it was initially supposed to be a game. Like if you think about it, when you look at it, it looks like a game. It looks like a kid designed it. Like it looks like a little spaceship. Like it's fun. You know what I'm saying? You look at Ableton. He was talking about Ableton earlier. It's Microsoft Excel.
Really?
Have you ever seen Ableton?
Yeah.
Even Pro Tools is ugly as shit. It looks like Microsoft Excel.
Yeah, it looks very like clinical.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not like fun looking at all.
FL is fun looking. It was supposed to be a game.
That's wild, man.
I mean, yeah, people shit on it. It took chart topping songs and like number ones happening on FL for people to even consider them real beats. There was a time where like making a beat on FL was considered like today making a beat on like GarageBand or BandLab, which shout out BandLab.
That's how movies were
fuck with all
too.
that.
Originally, like Final Cut and Premiere were known as some semi-professional tools, but once they started actually making Hollywood films on it, then people started taking it seriously. Because before that, it was all like Avid. Like Avid was like the way.
Damn,
it was
see,
super raw, bro. I tried it. It was whack. But like you're right though, man. They make these poppy softwares for its consumers it's more accessible to the general consumer. But then they also have professional like abilities within the systems.
Yeah, DAW's a DAW. If it can do it, it can do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Where the button's at and what color it is, you know?
Do you remember your first recording session or some early artists that you recorded that like ended up finding success in the entertainment industry?
Oh yeah, there's some. I mean, shit, you saw the list. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
like,
I know your list. Yeah.
Like yeah, I recorded a lot of those guys early. Some I can't talk about. Some I can.
Yeah.
I'd have to pull it up to remember off the top of my head. But yeah, if you want to talk about any of those,
Do you
guys,
remember
feel
like
free.
do you remember
Because there was definitely some experiences for sure.
some specific people that you remember like recording when they were nobodies? You remember?
See, all right. When they were nobodies, that's a lot of people I can't talk about. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure.
Yeah.
What about the people is there anybody you can remember that you can talk about?
No, now that I'm looking at this list, everybody that we can talk about was super established when I came across them. The kind of trick around it was I was super ignorant when I came out here, and I wasn't adapted to the scene. And I was like, I remember the transition between like Detroit beats that get brought in by clients and type shit were like a portion. Now they're the majority.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I remember like it was like a couple to where like all these people had names and shit, but like I would get introduced to them through recording them, like in embarrassing ways. I shook GT's hand and like asked him his name.
Really?
He looked at me like, and like that was ignorant as fuck on my part. Like I wasn't hip to anything.
Right. the underground is like its own world, right? It's like the underground hip hop scene in Detroit. It's like its own world.
It is, but I'll
But
be
it's
honest,
also broken out into
mainstream.
mainstream.
The mainstream guys, they're because the mainstream scene is so like thorough and thick right now, and there's so much actually happening. All those guys are either like jumping out of that underground scene to where they're in the same places as us, they're in the same studios, or they're still participating in it, whether it's through features, booking sessions. Those guys are around, they're active, you know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
the whole Detroit scene, it's not very like segregated in terms of success.
Yes.
They fuck with people.
Oh, for sure.
To where like I remember Ray, first time I recorded Ray, so like there was like 10, 15, 20 people in the studio, packed session. Everybody's rowdy. Somebody's like, yo, Ray's going to come do a verse. Ray's going to come do a verse. So I'm just thinking like, yo, your man Ray's going to come do a verse. Like I wasn't hip. I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
And then like literally at the switch of a light, everybody chilled out. Everybody calmed down. Like the energy changed. And Ray was in the booth. And then I was like, okay, hold on. Something's happening. And then I looked up the name that he had, and it's like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You see the follower count, and you're like, oh, he was here for a paid session. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Or he was here for a paid feature. It's like, oh.
Right.
Yeah, I had some embarrassing moments like that, just out of pure ignorance, just not
knowing
like,
the rappers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's dumb, right? I look back on it and I laugh because it was a funny moment. Like the way some guys looked at me when I would like ask their names and shit. It's like, oh fuck.
They'd be like,
I'm
are you
embarrassed
serious
now.
right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. I'm embarrassed now. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it's like also a good thing too though, because it kind of levels the playing field with the artist a little bit. Like they might be pissed off just off their ego, but they might look at you like, all right, that's kind of good that this motherfucker is not on my balls like that. Like he just treating me kind of normal.
Yeah, I do treat everybody the same. Clout, numbers, that stuff really doesn't. I'm a huge judge of character, and I don't remember people's names very well, but I always have like a positive or negative memory of your face, and it's like I judge people based on that. I don't care how many followers you got. If it's a bad vibe, I don't want you around. But granted, a lot of those times I was talking about, they didn't even like come off weird about it, and they a lot of times they wouldn't even bring it up. They would just say it. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't like, you ain't follow me, like check out my, you know what I'm saying? You know I do this, like they just be like, what up? I'm this person.
Yeah,
for sure. Which is cool, very cool about it.
Yeah.
They were human. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of rappers do that. I noticed they'll introduce themselves as their name to people that know who they are, but I think they just do it just in case, and also to show humility.
Didn't Drake have a bar about that?
What do you say?
Something about introducing yourself to me twice, like you're scared that I forgot you, or something along those lines.
That's wild.
And I remember hearing that, I'm like, oh damn, I felt that.
I remember meeting Jason when I met Jay Swan. I already knew who Jay Swan was. And Haha Davis. I remember both of them. They're like, "What up? My name's Haha Davis." I'm like, "I know who the fuck you are. I booked you, bro." Like, what do you mean I'm Haha Davis? But I think people kind of sometimes just like they want to show that humble side, or they want to like just they want to. I think it's humility. I think it's like a way of trying to show humility. Like I'm trying to show you like I'm normal or whatever. But the entertainment, there's nothing normal about entertainment, bro. And there's nothing normal about anybody inside entertainment, and there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing being normal. Right. I just think what happens is, over time, you build this immense amount of karma by trying to be something you're not, or trying to kind of make yourself a figure that's above everybody else. If you can find a way to like sit in that pocket where like you're totally cool and humble with everybody and just chill, but to the audience, you're larger than life, then you're like in a good like realm. But if you're like, I'm above everybody in the hip hop community and entertainment community, then I think you're going to get a little bit of turmoil in your system, because the people in the entertainment scene, a lot of them are just like you. They're real life artists, bro. Like you said earlier, you don't care who somebody is, right? Like you get off their vibe, and if they're cool, they're cool. If they're not, they're not. You don't care how much clout they have, how much success they have. You're respectful. You respect it, but it doesn't change how you look at them. So like, when you're dealing with a real artist, we don't care about your stature, but they want you to care about it. They want you to feel like, I am this person. It's like, we don't though, bro. Like, unfortunately, we don't. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's hard though.
And it's weird that like presence and perception that you're talking about has never really been more important too. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are more likely to buy into an artist before they really even hear the music.
Word.
I forgot even who said this, but somebody said a lot of rappers are rappers because they look cool.
Swear.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're getting 300-400 likes off your post just wearing Hellstar and shit. Go rap.
Facts.
Put some music behind it. It's gonna be up to 5. You're gonna get 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that. It's not even people who want to rap. It's crazy.
But you also have to look at the fact that a lot of people who are successful in rap are an illusionary of success. They don't really have success, but just they create the illusion of success. Like where they literally, like, you know, a lot of people, you met rappers that just have bags, bro, just bags. Like they're just fucking cash up the fucking wazoo, right? And then they just create this rapper thing. Like, I'm a rapper now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And like they can fund the lifestyle and they can fund the media. And everybody just like fucks with them. Like, all right, shit, I'm fucking with you. But their views don't really show that, and nobody will really pull up the shows or anything. But they'll get those 1,000 likes or those 10,000 likes on Instagram and all that shit. I know people like that.
But that's the thing. Even like how live music's not as pop. Like, the internet's so much more. How do I want to say this? There's so much more passing through the internet than there is in like a showcase or like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of data moving inside of the internet. Yeah. And I'm a little bloated. I almost forgot where I was going with that.
What do you think is gonna happen? What do you think's happening because there's so much media to consume?
Damn, no, I was going somewhere with that. Bring me back, Brody.
Isn't that what I'm? That's what I'm saying. Where do you think?
Way too high. I apologize.
Wait, weren't you just saying that people are there's so much media on the internet for people to consume that like what were you trying to say?
Oh yeah, that's a way better place to market to where like, my bad, brought me back. Appreciate you. Yeah. So that perception of that like visibility in the internet is way more powerful than like hearing a song or promoting a song or seeing someone perform a song. Yes. Like the music sadly in a lot of like fans' eyes is almost a second. They almost buy onto the person first. Yes. And I feel like that's maybe a mainstream thing because obviously the underground exists for a reason. There's people with 24,000 followers touring on a weird ass indie circuit, selling out venues for a reason. So there are people who care about music for sure, but the mainstream is so attached to like, who is he? Who's he know?
But that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a rapper from Chicago. Does he know Lucky? Does he got songs with Chucky?
You make a good point though. And we all know tons of independent people that are on a circuit and they're making actual money performing at shows. They have a fan base. They know where their pockets are, what cities, where to go. They know where to perform at, with who to open with and who to headline with, all that stuff. Like they know their entire circuits. They have a fan base, bro. I'm talking about there's some guys out here that like portray the rapper image on social media, but literally like 5 people will pull up to their show and they have no streams. But like somehow they look like a rapper. Somehow they have like tracks that drop with promo. I don't even want to say the names of some of these people because I'll get in so much trouble. But there's so many people out there. It's like it doesn't really convert. It's like you're just
distinguish that between like just like the general pursuit. Like what do they do? Because like if I'm playing devil's advocate for the artist, the ghost artist you're talking about who's standing in front of you, it's like, yeah, I'm supposed to promote my shit. I'm supposed to try to look as professional as I can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to try and be on these promo pages and so what are they doing wrong? Not that I disagree with you, but I'm just curious.
I'm not saying that they're doing anything wrong. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of
because you're right. I see that pursuit a lot. Yeah, and I don't see it as being super effective. So I'm wondering like what you're pinpointing.
Basically, it's what we're saying here. There's artists that monetize them that are able to monetize. They're able to fund themselves to a high level. To like. They have all the aesthetics of a rapper. They look exactly like rapper. They're
You're talking about outside of music.
Yeah, outside of the
music,
but they rap too and all that stuff. So it's like they look like a rapper. They got music videos out. They look like they're open. You know how they have, you can open up for people. Obviously, like I'm opening up for 50 Cent tonight. We all know what that really is.
The paid feature stuff.
Yeah, all that type of shit. And they're like doing these crazy ass features with left and right. And you're like, damn, this motherfucker. Like you'll support them on social media. But like if you go to their YouTube views, like the numbers are not really there. And then if you go to if you attend some of their events, there's nobody there for them. It's just because they're opening for somebody. So it's like they're not doing anything wrong. I'm just saying it's crazy how these days you can kind of get that rapper feel without actually being somebody people care to listen to.
Oh, everything became accessible.
Yeah.
Let's take it to an extreme. You used to have to be approved to even walk in a studio.
Straight up.
To even like be it like this room, the cost that it takes to do all this was gate kept for a reason. It was expensive. So was everything else. So was music videos at a time. So was beats at a time. Now everything's super easy. So yeah, you can get that like big rapper image and feel with a pretty small budget. And I don't know if it really. I see people dumping a lot of music into that, or a lot of money into that shit.
Oh, for sure.
And I hate it.
Bro, yeah, I know tons of people with like uncles that are just funding
like
their
seeing
entire
that.
rap careers. I want to say a few of these cats' names so fucking bad when I was like, I know them enough to not do that, but there's some people who are literally just getting funded by their uncles to fucking have a rap career, and it's like nobody is listening to your fucking music and nobody's pulling up to your shows. I don't understand it. But not only that, like, I like that gatekeeping aspect that you were talking about with studios and whatnot and music videos. Back in the day, it wasn't just gatekeeping based on your talent level, but you had to have a serious budget to shoot a music video back in the day or to get inside of a studio, like you said. Another thing that's crazy is like accessibility to media platforms now. Like everybody is a self-made fucking newspaper basically on the internet. And you can get on these places for like $55 and just create a whole storyline about yourself that's not even fucking true. And it's crazy. Like, come on, think about that concept. You can literally create a whole narrative of yourself through news media outlets that's not even true.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then the audience sits there and goes like, "Oh shit, this shit's facts, bro." And it's like, all right. so you not only can you fake how much your career is actually worth, or fake the fact that you're a rapper, or fake the fact that you have a fan base, but you can also fake the fact that news media outlets are fucking writing articles about you that are not even really. You pay them to write. Like, it's crazy,
and
bro.
it's like, why? Because like that's just another one of those money pits I see him dumping money into. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why? Because you're right. I don't think that stuff works.
It doesn't.
Like if you're a struggling artist, be that. You know what I'm saying? Like think about the difference between like the artists of like the history of artists that just died broke. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
versus the entertainers. Entertainment is a different thing. If you want to be an entertainer, that's like a whole pursuit. But being an artist, you gotta like making music, bro. It isn't about like pretending like you're rich or acting like you're rich or like you're famous. That's crazy because that's what a lot of people's start goal is. I remember wanting to make a song, and the whole end goal was to make the song and play it somewhere else for people I knew. This was like pre-upload music to MySpace music. This is pre-anything internet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The whole end goal was to hear the song. Now I feel like a kid gets in the studio and his end goal is a reel with 20,000 views. And it's like, you're skipping a lot, dog. Mm-hmm. You don't want to make the song you're trying to make so you can get dressed for the reel that you're going to shoot. And you don't even want to do the first part.
Bro, it's just to get the content out there.
And because everyone wants content, fame, and stuff like that, but it's tainting a lot of artistry.
Yes,
it's tainting a lot of artistry.
But that makes it where the guys who are actually good are going to stand out more eventually. I think we got washed with a bunch of bullshit, and I think like now it's time for people, because when something's new, especially short clips of music or whatever the fuck the case might be, and all these marketing strategies these rappers use, I think people in the beginning it was kind of like eye candy, like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Let me check this out. But I think it's so overwhelming to the point where people are like, no, I actually want to like hear real music again. I want to watch real movies again. I want to go to real shows with real performances where people actually give a fuck about what they're performing. I think that's all coming back circle now. I don't think that's just going to last. When TikTok, like when platforms like, and I'm going to get to Twitch in a second, but when platforms like TikTok want to promote themselves, they're going to fucking promote themselves, and they're going to make you listen and watch everything they fucking do on TikTok.
When you say promote themselves, what do you mean?
TikTok is a platform, right? Yeah. They want people, they want users, they want everything. So they're going to push media. They're going to push what media they think is going to attract the most viewers at all times. And once you get overconsumed with that, you kind of need a break from it. And it just took a few years for people to be like, okay, let's slow this shit down. Like, we're getting overwhelmed with bullshit. Like, we want quality again. Movies is the same way. Netflix, it's pushing bullshit because they have to at the time. And it's like, eventually people are going to be like, no, we want fucking real movies. Like, we're tired of this shit. Everything is going to work like that. In 2026, I think it was supposed to kind of be this year that everything kind of like recycled and came back to quality again. But I think it's going to be like next year where quality is like in demand again, where people want to actually hear and listen to shit. Like, what's your favorite TV show?
You ask me if I watch television?
You don't watch TV?
I don't have. You think I have television?
You don't have a TV?
It's 2025. You have a TV? What's it hooked up to?
What Netflix show do you watch?
Shit, Better Call Saul's hard.
Yeah, Breaking Bad, all that shit.
But like, there's a bunch of shit, but I try not to watch all them shit. I'm damn near got addicted to YouTube. I had to quit that shit.
What are you watching on YouTube?
Fucking vlogs, tutorials, podcasts, just useless fucking information. It never adds up.
Tutorials are always useful though. Like,
yeah, if you use them right then and there, and I try to. But I don't know. I just rattled off a few things, but just yeah. I don't know. I try not to do too much consumption.
Breaking
like that.
Bad.
But what was your point you were gonna get
Better
to?
Call Saul is a great example of a great fucking TV show. One of the greatest TV shows ever made, right? And it's like, I think people want that back. I think people want real storylines. That people want real fucking substance in what they watch and listen to. And eventually it's going to all come back full circle. And I think it's already happening. I honestly think people are already getting sick of the shit. They're getting sick of all the bullshit being thrown at them.
No, it gets mentioned a lot now. It's kind of, I noticed that too in like the ether. People talk about like, oh, like movie people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, movies are so bad now. I don't know much about movies. But like people will say, oh, movies are so bad now.
Yeah.
But here's my conspiracy theory with the music industry. I don't think the mainstream is as what do I want to say? I don't think the mainstream lane that we're talking about right there, that was like more based on like image, marketability and all that stuff. I don't think that's really from the bottom up. I think that's obviously being pushed down through funding, as you mentioned. And it's not even really relevant to like the what the culture likes. If you really get down to the ground and talk to people like all sorts of different shit. Kids bring in the weirdest type beats I've ever seen in my life. Some of y'all have the weirdest favorite rappers. The names I see on these type beats are insane. They listen to the most random shit. But if you pull up your phone, you're going to see XYZ artists. But there's so much more else. But like that mainstream, it's just kind of it's reflective of the algorithm more or less it's reflective of the culture. The culture has a wide variety of taste.
Yes.
People listen to a lot of different shit.
Yes, absolutely. It's just, you're right. It's what's being pushed through the social media platforms pretty much. Normally,
which they could push quality. Remember when like Just a Moment was Nas's single? You remember that?
Just a Moment?
Thought you were with Quan? Not what? All right, what about One Mic?
What about One Mic?
Remember One Mic Nas? This guy.
Who's One Mic Nas?
Nas, the rapper.
One
Nas.
Mic. Oh my god! I thought
One
you were
Mic,
saying
the music video.
name of a freaking guy.
The thing that invented everyone's One Mics.
Yeah.
Like think
I know
about
who Nas is. Yeah.
So there was a music video for that. That was a single. It's not a single song. You know what I'm saying? They used to push good art. I feel like everything coming out down now is like trash from that mainstream.
Yes.
Because like they used to push. You see some of this single records of like 2000s, 90s tracks. It's like that would never be a single today. It's an album cut. What the fuck?
Yeah, for real. That's why I'm glad that you can feel people earning for real shit. You can feel it happening. And it's just about you know what it really is? It's going to be the independents that take over. I think Hollywood and mainstream and the people who are just funding their nephews they're going to be like, where the fuck is the money? Like, that's what's going to happen. I swear to you.
Meet this nephew.
Hollywood and these rich uncles that are funding their nephews, one day they're going to be like, yo, where's the money? Like, where is the money?
Oh, yeah.
We're not making any money. Like, we're producing all this content. These platforms are picking it up. And eventually the platforms are going to be like, yeah, we're not making any money. So therefore we're not paying you anymore. And then these funding companies are going to be like, oh yeah, I guess we don't belong here. We're not making anything. That's what's going to happen, bro. I'm fucking telling you. It's just we're consuming shit because it's fucking there. Happy Gilmore too, bro.
Boom.
Like,
it was B-. I feel you.
Horrific, bro.
B-.
Horrific,
Don't say horrific.
Horrific.
Don't say horrific.
Did you ever watch part one?
Did I ever?
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
how could
on.
you
You
even?
got some crazy questions.
They had to use Leonard Skinner again. Like, come on, dude. You couldn't have changed the theme.
I think they did that on purpose for nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I hear you. I hear you. It had flaws.
It was horrific, bro.
It was
straight up.
Well,
horrific.
see, like you're a movie guy. You like movies like that?
Bro, yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I'm not a movie guy. I say B-. Well, you're a movie guy. What do you think?
F. I was so bad that I was like, I'm not gonna be able to watch Happy Gilmore 1 for like another 10 years after this shit. Gotta give myself a cleanse. I want to talk about some of the cats you worked with from Flint, man, because you worked with Rio Da Yung OG.
That's a funny one. That's another one I had no clue.
What do you mean?
No clue. Him or Mike.
Oh, you didn't know who Rio Da Yung OG was when you recorded him?
No, and granted, I might get the number wrong, but it was a substantial amount of followers. It might have been like when he had like 60K, 70K, 40K. It was something like that. He had a following. Him and Mike, they were obviously there to do a paid feature after looking at the session.
What was the introduction like when you met them?
Same thing, bro. Some guys are coming, we rapping. That was actually a crazy session. I think the song had like 12 people on it. You could tell it was like a group of homies that like put everything they had to get this feature type shit. And there was so many motherfuckers on that song. And I remember those two dudes standing out 100%.
That's so funny. 12 people had to pay for the feature.
Rio had an interesting energy. He kind of like looked at everything like he was a little paranoid of it type shit. He had an interesting vibe to him. I was like, who's that guy? He stuck out. And then Mike just had the raspiest voice I had ever heard in my life. Yeah. I was like, that's crazy. That's a real unique voice. You don't hear that every day. Yeah. I hear a lot of similar voices, you know? It's like, that shit's crazy. But yeah, they stuck out crazy. And as I walked out, they were like, yeah, they got this many followers. Go check them out. I'm retarded.
Damn, you didn't even know. It's crazy.
No, I'm an idiot.
Rio Da Yung OG and RMC Mike at the same time. That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
You worked with a lot of the Flint cats that you worked with features, or did you ever work with them directly?
I think I've recorded YMJ just by himself. I know I've recorded I know TJ's not Flint, but I've recorded TJ a few times. Again, I'd have to look at that.
How did TJ get hip to you?
So everything with the studio culture out here, there was a couple people who I like on that list who I like developed relationships with, and we had our own small few month period of running regular sessions. But a lot of those guys, they get an in-house person, they build their own studio, or they're moving around and you see them every so often. They'll pop in on you type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where I was at one studio that was super fluid with just like the scene, and you could run into anybody there. Yeah. That was where I recorded like Boldy and Egg Roll and RMC and...
Damn, you worked with Boldy one-on-one?
Yeah.
That's dope.
I think Egg Roll was there hanging out. He might have been on the song. I don't know. But yeah, Egg Roll was there. Either he got on the song or he was just hanging out. But yeah, Boldy's fire. Super cool. I think I recorded him twice. I think there was a second time too. Yeah, Boldy's very calm energy. Knows how to write.
Did you ever look at your overall, like, do you do the do you keep track of all your beats and the views?
No, I'm kind of assed out, bro.
Damn, you don't look at any of it?
Nah, I'm kind of assed out.
What do you mean?
I'm just in my own world, bro.
You know, but do you
essentially like that like the number stuff that you're talking about?
Well, do you do the BMI and ASCAP and everything?
Like,
yeah.
Of course.
You make sure all the data's there, right?
Yeah. I register my songs and shit, but it's like I don't.
You don't go and look like to see how much you did or anything.
I'm not thinking about all that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not thinking.
But you get your money from it.
Yeah, but I picture all that because that stuff comes from beat. Engineers don't get back end. The people that I got on beats, those guys I have back end with. But regardless, all that stuff is stuff I look at as like damn near like retirement or just like look it up one day or like a weird savings fund. I don't look at that as like my in and out money.
Do you think it's a significant amount of cash in there?
Bro, come on, why are you asking me that?
I'm just saying.
No. Why don't you ask that?
Why not?
Don't ask people that.
Why not?
No.
It's a podcast. You can ask me how much money we made off our podcast.
No.
Actually, I wouldn't tell you that either.
No, it's probably it's probably $9. You know how streaming is.
No, we're not profitable.
I'm talking shit.
No, seriously.
But you know how streaming is that's not really important. It's not a lot. I guarantee. I'm not rich if that's what you're asking.
Well, you know what it does is like
I'm definitely not rich if that's what you're asking.
Producers sometimes, like upcoming producers, are like, "Damn man, is there money in this shit, or should I go to fucking school, man?" Like,
there's a lot of money in all this shit. You just have to approach it correctly.
Right.
Like, cause like when I say like, yeah, my back end's whatever it is. I know a couple homies who invested time with artists, but that they believed in with nothing up front, and that might have been when they hooked up like 5-6 years ago, and those guys are blowing up and their back end's looking good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they would invite me to those sessions, but yo, you want to come cook up for me? You know, come hang out. We're gonna record. And it's like I always had paid sessions. I was pursuing my stuff. I never got into that like investing in the artist for the back end, but that's a real thing, especially if it's a good artist that blows up, for sure. It's 100% a real thing. The loop circuit is a real thing. Getting in an email list and in a text group with a whole bunch of producers and sending loops out, those loops go places, bro.
Really?
Loops is a real thing. And then there's hand-to-hand sales.
What happens with loops? Like, how do they profit off of it?
It gets super split down. It gets super fucking split down, especially depending on what type of music it is and who's actually doing the paperwork of the artist, whether or not they're indie or not. It all varies so much.
Wow.
But there's also just money in hand-to-hand beat sales too. If for a nobody who can make a good beat, you're getting between 1 and 500.
Wow.
For an exclusive. But then that number obviously grows with clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you mentioned, everything's about perception now. So once you do get that placement with so and so or this many views, or you know what I'm saying, your ticket goes up with your percent. It's weird.
Yeah.
But like think about it like this. You saw that list. If I had a picture and a collab post with every person on that list, where do you think my page would be at?
Oh man, shit. I mean, because the shit you sent me.
Side note, I got hacked like twice. This is my third page.
Yeah, like you got some serious guys on there.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like that perception changes everything.
Yes.
So when you say, is there money in this shit? Yeah, somebody paid $5,000 for a beat yesterday, I bet. Somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not unreasonable. I be hearing even in the independent circuit, $1,500, $2,500. Someone like there's money in beat. Like,
for sure.
Yes, there's money in this shit, but one, you have to be good at it, and two, you have to develop the relationships and do the business.
When somebody pays for that beat, that $1,500 beat, do they own the beat, or do you still get back in from that somehow?
Again, everything is super circumstantial. When you get into numbers like that, I would hope that they're doing good business and it's considered a buyout. Like all these words changed over the years.
Yeah, do your thing. You're chilling.
Like, think about the word exclusive.
Yes.
What does that mean?
You can only this person can obtain this.
Right.
And use it.
That's what it used to mean. If you go on BeatStars right now and you get an exclusive on BeatStars, you don't own that beat. If you read the contract, it says exclusive rights to profit. And that doesn't even mean you're the only one that's allowed to profit. It just means you can profit as much as you want. They changed the term because now it's a limited lease, upgraded lease, exclusively. You know, like they put those words on it, and now it's considered a buyout if you want to actually own the whole thing. So I would assume that when people are getting into those types of numbers, it's like an unspoken rule. Like, yeah, it's a buyout. This is yours. This is we're doing it. Like,
so you're
that's the deal. Like, we're doing like.
You're exclusively leasing out. You're leasing out a beat.
Bro, it's so dumb. I swear to God, if you pull up BeatStars right now, it's gonna and you read the exclusive
they
lease
changed
contract.
the terminology.
If you, I'm gonna see if I'm not tweaking, but yeah, if you read the exclusive on BeatStars, it's not a buyout, and hopefully some of them offer buyout
So
options.
they use this terminology that like you would have to not be specific when you're reading it. You would have to be like somebody educated enough to be like, no, let me like read in detail. But I'm sure some people get swindled a little bit to not realize it's exclusive, not exclusive.
And because here's the other thing too, that exclusive will also kind of function as a paywall for stems. Wow. So like they just see it as a benefit to buy it anyway. Like, oh, I'll get the exclusive with the stems. Boom.
So it gives you the stems with the exclusivity?
Usually they'll put that paywall behind it, yeah.
Wow.
You know
but is there an option to buy outright on BeatStars? Like the entire thing? Like
I'm assuming as a seller, because I've set up on BeatStars. It's been a while.
What's the most you've ever sold a beat for?
I like around that $300-$500 range, $3 to $5. I don't think I've ever gotten more than $5.
And that's with the back end still. Like that's not like they don't get to own. They don't own it. Or?
No, that's what I said. Like around those the 500. That's like the buyout type shit.
Oh wow. I feel like you could charge way more, man.
No, yeah, for sure. And bro, and like that's the whole thing. Shout out Snapdog. He was one of the coolest people to work with. Nothing but love for that dude. He was the only person who like looked me in the eye and was like, "Yo," because he got on one of my beats or a couple of my beats, but he was like, "Yo, let's take a picture. Post me in the studio with you, tell everybody you got on my beat. You'll be able to get a better ticket for your beat." He's the only person who acknowledged that. Every artist I've ever worked with knew that. They all know it, but they hoard clout.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like they all knew that. He's the only dude to ever be like, "Yo, let's take a picture, post this on your story. It'll help your career." You know what I'm saying? Shout out Snapdog. He's real as fuck.
For real. But they can help, yeah, but they just don't help.
Yeah, they just don't. It's weird.
Yeah. I remember there was times where people knew like how talented producers were and like gate kept them a little bit.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but not even to hate on them, because there can be a million reasons why. It can be the day, the environment. They might have a rollout plan with their socials. They might have their branding. They might have any reason they might not want to. So I don't want to just hate on them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But it is something that a lot of those higher mid-tier artists have, that they could help people out. And it is a little weird. They hoard it. It's strange.
For sure. I remember the videography days when I was filming, people would try not to like let my name get out there too much, because it's like you want to kind of have that person there. Like, because you know what happens, right? Like, let's just say let's just use a big ass artist. Somebody like in between big and major, like T Grizzly, right? Let's just say T Grizzly comes to record with you. You're still kind of unknown. Not that many people know about you, but you're super, super fire. Super fire. If T Grizzly tells everybody about you, now your price goes up. You are more accessible to other people. And now I lose full access to you. If you ever so decide, I don't really need you that much to make that relationship with you. That's what happens a lot of the time. Music video directors get the worst. Music video directors are basically like slaves to the rappers.
So give me that scenario from the perspective of video people.
The video people,
because I heard that
music video directors have it the worst because they'll be working with a semi-famous rapper or a rapper that's like kind of big at the time, and then that rapper will kind of lock you down and keep you like in that corner because they don't want you to get out there. They know if your name gets too much credit or if they give you too much clout, that you're gonna start working for other big rappers or you're gonna go start your own business and start circuiting yourself to the point where now they can't utilize you when they need you. So it's all selfishness based off of the rapper. Foul. Yeah, it happens all the time. Like a music video director will shoot for some major rapper, and then the major rapper will be like, I can't be taking no pictures with you right now, or I can't be doing this or that for you, because they won't tell you why they're not doing it. Deep inside, the rapper goes, if I give you too much exposure, you're going to take off. And when you take off, I can't utilize you like I need you. I need you to be where I need you to be. That's how rappers look at video directors. I need you to be where I need you to be. If you get too big, you're not going to be where I need you to be when I need you to be there. Therefore, I'm not going to give you that much clout. I'm going to pay you maybe a little bit of money, or I'm going to give you credit where it doesn't really count, but I'm not going to give you that full boost up because I need you. That's literally how the game works. With engineers, I've seen it too. I used to work with this engineer, and he used to work with this really big rapper. And the rapper used to be like, bro, just stick with me. Don't veer off, bro. Don't veer off. I got you. When I get there, I got you. He never did nothing for this engineer. This poor engineer, he never did nothing for him, bro. Not a damn thing, bro. Not even a picture together. Nothing, bro. And at the end of it, the engineer had nothing. I think he works at Jimmy John's.
Wait, but in those situations, are they getting anything out of it, or is it based completely off the love?
Bro, some of these guys are tweaked out. Like a lot of these videographers and producers, they're so clout hungry that they get starstruck by these rappers.
Oh, see, like that's what I told you earlier. When I was like, I don't care about numbers. It's because like I have my rate.
Yeah,
I have my rate, and like I can't budge on my rate for some people. It makes shit weird. You know what I'm saying? So like, and if you're that guy, why are you asking for a deal anyway? Why did you pull up in a Benz with the $10,000 chain with the big stack of money, and then you ask me for a deal? That's crazy.
You got to think about it like this, right? Rappers want everything for free because when they shoot a music video, that costs them money, and they need to recoup on that investment and make money on top of that investment. Every time you see a rapper making a music video, it's them going like, I need to monetize off of this. So I need to pay as little for the production as possible for the music, for the video itself, for the editor, for the marketing. I need to pay as little as possible for all of this stuff. So that way when I do promote that music video, I make as much money as I can off of it. Because that's what it is. They're trying to make money off that shit. Always. They're always trying to make money off of every music video that they drop, bro. And so cut corners with the engineer, cut corners with the video director, cut corners with the marketing team, cut corners with everybody so we can profit off this as much as possible. That's all it is. It's just a big profit scheme. The thing is, why do producers and videographers work for rappers for free? It's because they think there's going to be some big opportunity at the end of the tunnel. They think they're going to get more exposure, and now they're going to work with more people, and they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger because they're working with this big guy.
That's the wrong approach.
Yeah, it's the wrong way. And it's super rare that it ever works out. Super rare. Unless you got a rapper that has like a heart, and when he's on fire, he knows I got to put my people on now. Bro, the rappers don't look at you as their people. Which a lot of producers and videographers need to learn. The rappers don't look at you as my people. They might say it like, oh, he's with me, or they're not, bro. They're just using you. 99% of the time, they're using you. Unless they really show you like, hey, I got you, bro. You're good. I'm going to make sure you get turned up. I'm going to put it on the floor that you get turned up. Anything it takes, I'm going to turn you up. If they're not doing that, that means they're literally like using you as a pawn in their scheme to become bigger without paying, because they need that capital for future expenses and to profit. So it's almost like you get caught up in this world of like chasing this dream with this person, and then all of a sudden it all falls apart because you wanted to work for free and you thought this was going to be a bigger opportunity. And another thing too, last thing I'm going to say about it, being a video director and being a producer doesn't mean jack shit anymore like it used to mean. Being a video director back in the day was a big thing. I was like, damn, you're stamped. Like, damn, you're that guy. But now everybody's so talented, bro. I bet you this guy could fucking go shoot a video
talented
for Babytron.
Talented and access.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro.
Talented and access, whether it to be programs to edit or effects kits or cameras being better and better and better and better.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like more access, more talent for sure.
Facts, bro.
But the only thing I don't want to, but just again to play devil's advocate on that.
I like it. I like devil's advocate.
But yeah, based off what I said earlier, because I totally agree with you. Like, if you offer a service, charge for sure. Like you have to. But like I said with the homies earlier, who linked up with those guys. Again, I don't want to talk about super names, but like, actually, should I just show them love?
Who do you got?
Oh yeah, man, fuck that. I can do that and shit.
Yeah.
All right, I want to shout out a bunch of people. I'm being honest with you, but Juno and Brado, shout out y'all. They tapped in with all the WTM World Tour guys, Lilo, Ray, and all them super early. Ray was an extension, but super fucking early, and they did a bunch of pro bono work when those guys were just starting to rap because they knew, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
they did a bunch of early stuff, and that's coming together for them. And I respect what they did, but they also build like a good relationship around it too. Like you see them interact now, like they're homies, like they're friends. Like when they spend 8 hours in the studio from 10 to 6 a.m., it's not like grueling work. They're hanging out. Like that's their boys. And something did come of it. So like you can get lucky, but it's not a strategic thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a strategic like end goal. This will happen.
For sure.
So, but you can get lucky. But
You're
honestly,
right.
even nothing in art is, bro. Nothing in art is like strategic, bro. There's so many better ways to make money. You joke. I made that decision a long time ago. I was like, because I grew up super entrepreneurial. I was like the kid selling candy and all that shit, all that bullshit. But there's just a real separation between trying to make money and make art.
Yes.
My bad. I'm blowed as fuck. I completely forgot where I was going again.
Well, that was a badass point right there.
Appreciate
Separation
you, my
between
dog.
making money and art.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's better ways to do it. Like and looking into art to make money is like how we talked about looking into art to make a reel shouldn't be the starting point. It should, because there's better ways. If your starting point is making money, it's like, bro, there's a lot of better shit you could do than like get into art. You should want to make art.
Yes.
First and foremost.
Yes. Like skipping the process, right? Do you want, like, and you know, that's I guess the competitive nature in me that goes like, well, isn't it better for people like us who actually like went through the grind and actually went through, like, we are artists and we develop things as art, for like when these guys start fusing out, we're gonna pop up and be more relevant because of the fact that they fell off. But
yeah, like,
it is kind of lame to look at things in a competitive angle, but I do that sometimes. Like, you guys are gonna fall off and then we're gonna shine. Like,
yeah,
it's not a good thing to do. Like, is it bad what they're doing? That's what I want to ask you. Do you think it's bad for them to be like, I'm just gonna go make this piece of content from my music for TikTok specifically and not actually care about the integrity of the music itself?
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, that's why meme music is blowing up, man, for sure.
Yeah,
like because that's the thing. Like there's always been meme music that went viral for sure, but I just think now like the separation between memes and like serious art is just dragging in to where serious art's kind of not even really. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like fun songs. People like fun things. Like serious art isn't even like super paid attention to sometimes in a lot of cases. But the meme shit, that's the easiest way to go viral. If you want to have like a viral reel, one, look crazy, but then say some wild ass off the wall shit. Do some Dave Blunt shit or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I totally hate that affects the integrity of the music. They don't want to make a song. They want to be viral.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Dave Blunt's is cool and shit.
Dave Blunt's is fired. I'm not hating. He's fired.
He's fired.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's good. I'm about to say, because sometimes I hear
no,
that
hate on him. Do your thing.
No,
live your dreams, man.
But the more so, yeah, the TikTok guys they're just creating the music based off of content and everything like that. They're kind of degrading what artistry is to some degree. But the TikTok meme stuff. Do you remember the band Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny?
Of course.
So like Jack Black's band with Kyle Gass, it's like that perfect blend of we're fucking around, but we're listening to good music.
That's a good example of that world.
Yeah.
Of that world being closer on that side of like not serious art. We're still making art. We're still singing a song. We're still producing music, but there's an unserious element to it.
Yes, and I think people like that right now because, like you said, that the oversaturation of nobody's listening to super serious shit anymore. Like you gotta look at somebody like or not Young Juno. Sorry, what's that dude's name?
Juno.
Shout out Juno for sure, but not Young Juno. What's that dude's name that just says random shit? He goes like, I get paid every day of the week. That
You know Miles. Yeah.
So cats like Miles is like that fucking crazy.
That's the end of the spectrum.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on here? And this guy's super successful. I think he did a song with Kanye West. I don't know, man, but that's like that super all the way. I'm just going crazy. I don't care what's going on. Like, and there's that balance in between. But it's gonna all come. Look, who's to say what we should say about what people should listen to? If people are listening to it and enjoying it, go for it. But who's really listening, bro? Let's get real. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's like the age between like 9 years old and like 16, and that's cool because that's like everybody's like that. Like we grew up listening to Eminem.
Are we talking about like the meme shit?
Yeah, like
I think the meme shit is probably mostly kids. I'd say even younger than that. I feel like everyone hears it, but I feel like the people who are blowing it up are children.
Yeah,
like I feel like children think that's funny.
We grew up off Eminem, right? You grew up off Eminem, I'm assuming. So it's like Eminem we weren't listening to Eminem's best shit when we first heard him. We were listening to the Real Slim Shady, which is like, that's not his best like lyrical, like I'm crazy good talent.
It wasn't an artistic peak.
Yeah, and it wasn't super like substance based. It was very fun and it did have some glimmers of substance for sure.
No, but you're talking about the singles. 100%.
Yeah, the Real Slim Shady. The Real Slim Shady was like one of the first songs anybody's ever heard by Eminem, and it was super goofy, super wacky, had a little bit of some substance and stuff to fall to, but overall, that was like one of our first visions of like, what is going on? This is crazy. This is out of control. This music video is wild. The sounds are crazy. Everything is like in your face, right? And we appreciated it. And we were young as hell when we appreciated it. Just like these kids who are listening to this random TikTok nonsense are digging this new stuff that we aren't really getting hip to. Like we're like,
so that's gonna affect the taste too. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not like, it's hard to judge them when we first got off on Eminem.
Yeah, maybe I'm just being an ornery adult. Like no adult could listen to this shit.
Like
you're right.
I don't think adults were listening to Eminem when the Real Slim Shady came out. I think they were like, that was a
whole thing. They hated it. They were trying to keep it from their kids.
Yeah, so it's like the same thing for us. We're like the fucking grandpas now. We're like, what are you guys doing with this TikTok bullshit? But we were listening to the Real Slim Shady. The thing about Eminem though is he had fucking a plethora of substance-based music. Like behind all that,
an insane amount of talent.
Yeah, like bro,
like that's the other thing too. Like music's special, man. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing with like the gatekeeping the studios back in the day. Imagine how naturally good of a voice you have to have. That like they have a gift from God. Their voice is a gift from. It's just amazing. God. Like that's rare. You know what I'm saying? Like that artistic perspective that's just like insane. That's rare.
Yeah.
You got to work towards that. Like it's not just everybody. Everybody just can't do that.
And combining that special voice with good music, like actually being able to find a group of people to build that music with the band.
So many things got to come together.
Yeah, bro. Michael Jackson. Like who the fuck was making those beats, son? Who figured out Michael Jackson's like, we're going to put this beat behind you?
Was it Quincy?
Huh? Quincy did everything?
Wasn't it? That's just the name I associate with it.
Did Quincy do a lot of it?
I have no fucking idea.
It could be, bro. Quincy had that fire-ass Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. Quincy Jones made the Fresh Prince theme song, yeah.
Wait, didn't the famous rapper write that too? Didn't like Jay-Z write that?
Jay-Z wrote the Fresh Prince
Look
of Bel-Air?
up who wrote it. I don't know. Someone wrote it.
I thought Will Smith wrote that.
No, I don't think so. I'm fairly certain he didn't.
Who wrote the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? You see it's fucking Tupac.
They were ghostwriting everything back then.
Let's see. Andy Borowitz and Susan. No, those are the creators. Quincy Jones was the instrumental.
Oh, wait.
But I don't know who actually wrote it.
Doesn't say.
I think the songwriters are Willard Smith. I did not know Will Smith's real name is Willie.
He actually wrote it. Fuck. Memes lie to you, bro.
And Jeffrey.
Don't trust the internet.
And Jeffrey, obviously, Jazzy Jeff.
Don't trust the internet for shit.
Because you got to remember, Will Smith was a rapper.
I know he was a rapper, but I just could have swore I heard something about that. But
he had this one cool ass song called "The Nightmare on Elm Street." You ever listen to that song?
No.
Will Smith has a song called "The Nightmare on Elm Street." It's basically like a horror rap. It's fucking amazing.
I never made it past Summertime. Summertime's cool. Summertime's cool, but I held off.
What was the first time you heard Eminem?
Yeah, Real Slim Shady for sure. Television, Real Slim Shady.
What made you get into him though?
Man, the idea of a genre of music that wasn't audible, like the idea that like he's not singing a song. The whole quality around what he's saying is what he's saying.
What do
It
you
was
mean?
think about music. Music is poetry plus rhythm plus melody, right?
Yeah.
Rap music in its core was poetry plus rhythm. I knew instrumental music. I've known music in general, but this was where like the entire value of the song is dependent on the way he pushes words around and what words he chooses to use. And Eminem is the craziest at that. He's like the absolute insanest at that. Like
Yeah.
it became a weird like you see him as like a scientist type shit. Like where some of it's really wild.
Have you ever met anybody or recorded for anybody that you thought was exceptional lyrically, like on that, not on Eminem's level, but like brilliant? Just like the music just doesn't work though.
What do you mean by the music
Like
doesn't work?
lyrically, like they know they're just geniuses lyrically, but the song just doesn't, like they just don't know how to make the song work. Have you ever met anybody like that in the studio?
No, I know a couple people that have like really, I respect their perspectives and the way they write songs, but when it comes to just like insane rap ability, no,
Yeah, that'd
for
be
sure,
tough to
no.
find.
There's some really great songwriters.
Who do you think
but
is the best lyrical rapper in Detroit
Are you?
besides Eminem?
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta. I hate when people, yo, ask me my top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers.
You wanna know my top 5 rappers?
Yeah.
Eminem, Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas. I just told you nothing. You know fucking nothing about me.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be allowed to acknowledge certain people. We get it. They're great. But best lyrical rapper now as far as shit like that? You want to talk, you mean relevant or just does relevance not even
Anybody
matter?
from Detroit
Bro, have you-
besides Eminem.
Oh, from Detroit. Shit. From Detroit. Shit. Because Detroit really doesn't do a lot of lyrical rap, respectably. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a completely different energy. But I'm trying to think. I mean, there's yeah. I don't want to say any. I don't want to say any ringers. I don't want to say Royce. You know what I'm saying? It's like we know.
Oh, Royce
Royce
fire.
is amazing. Yeah, we
Royce
know.
is fire. That's actually a good call out.
I don't want to say the ringers. You know what I'm saying? Like there's tons of obvious like great people, but you're thinking about somebody on the come up.
I think you kind of hit the nail on the head with that because
Nobody's on the come up like that. Doing lyrical
that
from
beats
here.
evil, man. Like, there's a reason that shit even came together, you know. But
Royce fire.
obviously, yeah, that's a great fucking call out. Damn, I think most people would have missed that one. Honestly,
Really?
Yeah, I think a lot of people would have missed it.
Who else?
I think people would have been like, "Oh, Big Sean."
Well,
bro.
there's Boldy, there's Sean, you know what I'm
Boldy's
saying?
so
There's Danny. There's a
Danny
lot
Brown.
of a lot of people for sure.
What's the underground scene like, man? Like when you talk about, you know, I know you don't just work with rappers, you work with a plethora of other people, other styles of artistry too. But like, what's the underground scene looking like right now?
There's indie scene developed in Detroit that's really fucking cool, and it's I don't know how I'm gonna say a bunch of words that you're not gonna know, like underground glitchcore house.
No, I don't know what glitchcore is.
Regardless, there's like it's like these they're doing like house techno but with like super auto-tuned melodic vocals, and it's all associated around like the culture and like the lives they're living in. They have like there's these crazy underground venues that do like whether it's a pop-up or a rave or the boiler room type joints. Like it's a lot of underground cool shit going on, especially Detroit's been known for all that as far as like the EDM scene, but I'm saying like there's even like more subverted indie scene like that. That's super fucking cool.
So they're kind of, do you think they're kind of developing a new genre?
Not even developing a new genre, but they're taking part in a genre that's been developing on the internet in general. Like I could name, like same thing I just said, those couple words, I could name 20 artists right now you probably never heard of. But you know what I'm saying?
Give me a shot. Is a Soccer the Renegade in there?
No. Suburban Glaive, Breakins, Critter. No? You ain't heard of Critter? We're gonna have to have a talk.
The only dudes that I know in that scene are these twin brothers, Chad Bending, and this other dude.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of music, and like there's just like one cool little pocket sliver that's like happening.
But they're just
and stuff.
enjoying themselves. They're
No, there's some numbers.
really.
There's some numbers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the genre has credence. The genre has presence for sure. And the few people that I'm seeing doing it, they started off with a little bit of buzz just in their own right.
Yeah.
Kind of like even what we talked about earlier. Like they look cool. They hang out with you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of already had their own little. I don't want to call it fake motion, but there's some motion. You know what I'm saying? Like, So yeah, I respect what they're doing because I like that genre too. It's tight.
You've
That's
done you
kind
had
of what I'm leaning towards.
one of your productions has over 1 million views on TikTok, right?
No, the homie that was East. That was the homie I did the. I don't even know. He might have a reel on there of our shit that's where there that went to that. But no, he just got 1 million followers on TikTok.
Oh, 1 million
we got
followers?
Yeah, we got a couple records together. Two that are out, and we're work on some more.
How many views did your the songs you did with him go to?
Bro, you asking about numbers a lot. I'd have to look these
You don't
things
know
up.
you don't know. Yeah, that's kind of cool, man. You're really just into the art, man.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about your views? Like, do you know like even
they're
one
probably
song?
trash. Go view my shit. Go fucking spam it, stream it, dog. They're probably terrible. Stream it. Like, I don't know.
Man, there's got to be a one. Let me see some Willie Sees Green on YouTube real quick and see what we got going on.
Oh, there's some music videos with like 70, 50K shit like that.
Let me see what we got.
Nothing crazy though.
Let's see what.
Especially not on random drops. I'm
I've seen
dropping
your
like
name
every
pop up
couple
plenty
weeks.
of times on social media.
But active on social media don't have shit to do with nothing. You're falling into the trap, man.
Hold on, bro.
That's the perception we were just talking about.
Well, here we go. We got Going Up. Willie Sees Green, 52,000 views. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. There's like I think there's one with 70 or something like that.
78,000 with I'm Fucked. That's fucking great.
Shout out Boomin.
You and Swizz did 9,000.
Shout out Swizz. Miss you, dog.
He passed away?
No, I just haven't talked to him in like
Oh,
a
my
couple of
bad.
months. He fucking
My bad,
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
I mean, you got 30K right here, your birthday. You and Lost Cause did 38,000. I mean, you're doing some shit, bro.
Yeah, no, like there's been some numbers and stuff, but it's just like I'm putting out new music. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to put out music, opposed to like I don't know. So you tell me, give me some game. So like I've always like seen that as like a alternative perspective, where it's like one perspective is make your fucking songs, make a bunch of songs, put them out, put your music out, make a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Not to the point of like microwaving them, but you know what I'm saying? Don't hold back your art. That's the message of that. There's that, but then there's also like back what works. So there's drop 10 songs, literally measure the view count across every platform, do whatever analytics you fucking have to figure out, okay, this one is the one that got the best response. Let's push 10, my bad, buddy. Let's push 10 reels into that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a better method or should you keep it moving?
Yeah, you want to market the things that are successful.
Yeah, I've always thought about that.
Yeah, that's always how it works. This is the first time in history.
I think artists get bored of that. They go like, man, this is all I'm gonna post. They're gonna be like, man, I gotta post the same song, and it's like not. You could post some other stuff too, but it's like, damn, I gotta keep posting the same song. But you're absolutely correct. It's just like, man,
you have to, bro.
Yeah,
There's
you're right.
tons of labels that literally push songs that were made 2 years ago. I think, God damn it, why the fuck did I just forget his fucking name, bro? Do you know who Hands Up Management is? Cedric.
Yeah, it's the homie. Shout out Ced.
What's one of his artists' name again? He's pretty famous.
Rob.
Yeah, Rob 49. Yeah, good call. Rob 49. I think one of his songs. I think that What the Helly thing took a while for it to circulate.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it popped off right away.
Interesting. Well, yeah, no, I that's valid. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine that. Like, not even I can imagine. I've heard stories too about songs blowing up 6-18 months later, shit like that.
Bro, think about that
Well,
concept.
yeah, no, that's what I love about the back catalog shit. Remember when shit went to streaming, all the old heads were like, man, no one's gonna buy our records.
Yeah.
And then they started getting like 50,000 a month in streaming revenue after 20 years of no one hearing the songs.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I love that fact.
And you could still sell records at the same time. Look at Esham. Esham still sells records. And Awesome Dre still sells records.
Does he like do like creative type of rollouts to like encourage people to buy the package opposed to like more promotional things for streaming?
Yeah, I mean, there was this one dude, man, I probably shouldn't bring him up, but like I'm going to bring up in a respectful way.
Names and numbers are weak, bro.
But the thing about it is like he was in the 8 Mile movie. And he came on the podcast and he was selling records with action figures and shit like that.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unique ways to do this shit.
Exactly. There's a lot of cool ways. People like shit, man. Like collectibles. There's people who just like fuck with people and just want to buy shit. Like you sell merch, right?
Yeah, I make custom shit and fuck around with it. But yeah, I respect people who actually do clothes too much. I got some homies with clothing lines.
Yeah.
To where like I try to finagle my own merch every now and then, but I want to lock in with one of them for real.
If people support you, they support the fuck out of you for a long time, bro. From some of the not weaker points, but the harder times in your life, there was a point where you had to live in your car for a while.
Oh, see. All right, let me just stop you right there. For sure.
What?
My bad if that was miscommunicated
Wait.
or not communicated thoroughly enough. So I'll emphasize that it was a super like choice type thing. It was like an adventure more than anything else.
Oh, you went
I was
adventuring.
fine. I was not destitute. I wasn't like fucked up. I was just like overly locked in.
What were you doing in the car for 2 years?
All right, so when I came out here, I had a straight up job, and then I tapped in at the studios and started doing shit with people. And it got to a point where, like, one, I knew the job was temporary. I knew at one point the opportunities are just going to outweigh.
Oh!
Whore.
Well,
How's that work?
the whole power just turned on.
Holy shit.
Oh, I didn't think about that at all.
Oh, the weather, dude.
Well, yeah, the weather for sure. Oh, there's water coming.
It's raining outside.
Oh, yeah, it's pouring outside.
All right. The only one. Well, we gotta recover your camera, L.
What kind of bullshit was that?
Fucking Mother Nature sucks dick sometimes, bro.
Buddy, what happened?
You see that?
The power flicked off.
That was a super like adventure type thing. I had owned a crib for a while. I had just sold that. And then even during this period, I had bought an investment house in a city I didn't even live in. Just to give you an idea that like I wasn't destitute. I was never fucked up.
Yeah.
I just I had a lot of opportunities on the floor, and I suck with balance. I'm a real extreme person. I function well in extremes, to where I would find myself going from the job to the studio, to another studio, back to the job, and then like going to the crib in between that just became an inconvenience.
Damn.
And I remember I've always wanted that for real. I don't know, I've always thought about that as a kid, just like living on the road type shit. I don't know. I used to romanticize it as a kid.
Was it dope or was it lame?
No, bro, I missed it. Remember how I told you it was 2 different periods?
Yeah.
I went back out. I missed it. Like it was insane.
What kind of car did you use?
Bro, a Fusion for most of it.
Oh my god.
And here's the thing. It's like I'll say a handful of times I would like sleep at a homegirl's house, or like I had tons of people. So like the first few months I did this, I didn't tell anybody, just because like I didn't want people to think I was fucked up. Like I literally had a house in a different city. I had money. I could get a hotel. I could have got an apartment. I could have bought another house here if I had to. It was fine. Like I was completely fine. And that's kind of what made me do it so comfortably, knowing that like, all right, yeah, I do have cash in my pocket and a credit card. Now I can go walk into a hotel if it really gets bad and I feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So I didn't do it like under distress or anything, to where like I know some people that are super fucked up, and like that's a different existence.
You were doing that
Having
like,
to be
your
out there,
soul was
that's a
like,
different thing.
yeah, bro. Your soul is like just telling you like, yo, let's go do this.
Just
bro.
move, bro. Yeah, like the momentum of it. I used to think about like you wake up and you're comfortable, right? Me too. I wake up and I'm comfortable. It's hard to like get yourself to leave that comfort sometime, even if it's just for 30 minutes. And then you might get home and you might do the same thing for 20 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever. And it's like all that time of just like hanging around and having this space to just lounge and be comfortable, it was just fucking up my momentum.
Yeah.
And I liked moving so much. I'm a little crackhead. Like I wanted to go from thing to thing to thing to thing. And that would give me energy to do the next thing.
Yeah.
And it's like you crash in between and you get your sleep and you lock it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
That's
no,
dope.
that was fun. That was like that was an adventure. I was never like fucked up.
Oh, for sure.
And I say that out of respect for people who are fucked up. For
Oh
real.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's people who like have to do it, but yours was more of a liberation thing. Like, let me go explore the world. Like,
Buy food anytime I want. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like, my bad, buddy.
you're good.
Buy food anytime I want. It was a comfortable thing, but it was just like fun. Cause then like eventually, you just kind of like phase out all the job stuff that you don't like to do, and you're just doing all this.
Yeah.
And then, and like I said, within that period, I had like tapped back in, took a little break. And, you know, it was always under control,
Yeah.
but it was fun.
It does sound dope, man. To kind of just explore and just like do some shit that nobody wants to do. Like, unless you have a camper, at least.
No, that's the thing. It would be studio to studio. Cause that's the thing. Like I say at this point in time, I had keys to, I want to say like 6 different rooms across the city. And then I had like maybe a dozen homies that just had like cookups at their house that are always like, come over. I can't tell you how many times I sent out a text at 4 a.m. after a session to like 3 people. Yo, you cooking up? Yeah. Bet.
Yeah, 4
I'm
in the
cooking
morning.
up till 7. Oh,
That's
yeah.
wild as fuck.
Yeah, real shit.
Can you talk about current projects that you got going on right now? What's been brewing up?
Definitely, I don't know. I did like a project just trying to dump songs out, but right now I really want to like dial in connecting music with visuals to create that fluidity of perception that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Because I've been making music for so long. I make all my music. I make my beats. I record myself in the booth with the mouse on the, you know, I do everything. I know how to make the music. I'm fine with that. But that's a whole different element of it. The marketing, the attaching it to a brand.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to just like dig into that because like the music's a byproduct. I got songs, I make songs. I was writing a song outside.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's about the marketing aspect of it as well, which
that's
is
what I'm
the
thinking
hardest part
about.
for everybody. That's a real artist. When you're a real artist, the last thing you want to think about is like, man, I gotta fucking rehash this shit and get it out to the world. Like, why can't I just post it?
Not even that. I'm excited to do that, and a lot of people see it as a chore just because like it is a lot of stuff to do, especially when like say you are like taking the whole role of a videographer and telling a kid to do it on their CapCut on their phone. It is daunting to be like, all right, go make a song and do this.
Yes.
It's a chore, yeah, but it's like if you find a creative way to do it where you want to get it done, nothing's a chore when you want to get it done. You know what I'm saying? When you want something done, it doesn't feel like you're working towards it.
Absolutely.
It just feels like you're putting it together. You're throwing puzzle pieces down. That's not a job. It's not like tough to do. It's not like a chore.
True.
But you just have to have that like vision and that want to do it.
Yes. You got to look at the big picture, and that kind of motivates you to get there. Instead of just thinking about like, how do I get these instant results? You have to think of like the entire grand scheme of things, and it's going to take time to get to that point.
Bro, I think I presented myself wrong for a long time.
What do you mean?
Just the way I would not even address myself, the way I would present myself for sure. It just seemed out of character. I didn't feel out of character. Nobody around you would tell you I was out of character, but it just seemed out of character. Same thing with the music. Like I remember somebody told me, your music looks like your face, man. Or your music sounds like your face. It's like, that's a real thing. Like, like me like consuming a product of music and then seeing you attached to it and like, oh, this makes sense. Versus like, what the fuck? Which also can be cool. We can be like that other end of the spectrum of shock value. Like, what is Kluner doing? What is this I'm listening to? Who is that guy over there? What?
No, Kluner looks like what he raps about for sure. But like Mac Miller, right? Like when you first heard Mac Miller through the radio waves, it was almost like, the fuck is this? And you see the music video with the boombox, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it makes sense. It made sense.
Yeah.
Everything made sense. Even, unfortunately, because like I was a huge Mac fan. Mac's probably top 3 influences for sure. But unfortunately, like his trajectory of his music kind of correlated with his life a little bit, to where like he was like in the early shit, it was like some fun kid shit, and in the middle it was like this depraved weird artist guy, and then at the end it was like salvage and I'm trying to be happy and I hope I survive, and he just didn't fucking survive.
Yeah. Like
he had a bunch of quotes about like, I don't want to overdose, like I'm gonna make it out of this type shit. And like the last couple projects he did, the Swimming and the Love album and all that shit, Faces, they all kind of reflected that. They weren't as dark as his old shit. Yeah. They weren't like deep, starving, deprived artist type deal.
Yes.
It's kind of unfortunate that it did that, but
those transformations you can watch like a real.
It was well marketed at the end of the day.
It was well marketed, but it kind of goes to what you were saying. Like it was actually like him reciting his life, but it's unfortunate that he actually was kind of reciting his life, because that was the end consequences.
That dark part caught up.
Yeah, I mean that shit was super real. Like there was never a moment that he went in the studio was like, I'm just gonna make some shit for like, he was always probably like, this is how I'm feeling right now, this is what I'm gonna fucking say. Yeah. And it's like you could feel that with people.
You have to want to say something.
Yeah.
That's a bit, I see people struggle with lyrics all the time. And bro, to see their jaw drop when you go, what do you want to say? What do you want to talk about? I mean, say anything. Say guns, bitches, and money. Like, say anything, but they just like go silent. Because it's like they really are just like winging it. Yeah. It's like, take that artistic approach a little bit more seriously, and things will flow better. And I like the idea of like being loose and freestyle and shit like that and punching in, but like have a perspective. Yeah. Choose your perspective.
What do you want to say is the best thing you could say to an artist that's having a roadblock in their mind?
Creatively?
Yeah, like
change your palette, expand your palette. You ever heard every artist borrows, great artist steal?
Yeah.
Everything exists. There's 7 notes in a scale. You know what I'm saying? Everything's existed forever. You just have access to it or you don't. So if whatever you're in right now isn't giving it to you, put yourself into something else.
Absolutely.
You're gonna subconsciously make music like your favorite rappers. You have to listen to other stuff. Listen to music that you want to sound like. Curate your palette, because subconsciously, those are gonna be the melodic moods and the instrumental textures and the rhythms that come to mind when you go to create, if you're already in sync with them and you love them.
Absolutely.
So it's like, find music that you love outside of the stuff you're fucking with, mute that for a second, make a brand new playlist, and just lock in.
Sure. Is there any projects or anything you want to promote before you sign off, or anything you wanted to tell the audience?
Oh shit, hell yeah. Missing Persons Club, just dropped that, go peep. And just follow my Instagram, Willie Sees Green, TikTok, on all platforms or whatever. Just started a new TikTok. It's like my third Instagram. I keep getting fucked up. It's kind of wild. You know, like the where they type in every letter and then on the last one you pop up?
Yeah.
My shit like that.
Damn, you're ghosted.
Oh yeah, so show me some love, y'all. This shit's
Blacklisted?
wild.
Damn, son.
What I do? You know what's crazy? Can I show you what I did?
Posted weed?
Bro, I'll tell you what I did. There was two times they acknowledged the flag. Maybe 3. One, I posted a mushroom emoji. That was it. No pictures of mushrooms, just a mushroom emoji. That was it. Flag for illegal sale of goods. Right?
They knew what time you were on.
Bro, come on. I want some lion's mane, man. All right. But
That's just been fucking me up lately, bro. But go ahead.
I got you a gift.
You got me mushrooms?
I got you a gift.
Did you give me mushrooms?
We'll talk about it later. I got you a gift.
All right, bet. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, man. I'm stoked, man. I've been looking for some shit. All right, go ahead.
But so that, and then a recording studio posted security footage of them getting robbed. And I commented, I hope he gets hit by a bus. And they flagged me for violent threats.
Yeah.
That's not a flex. That's an aspiration. That's not a.
They got me too for
threat.
making racist remarks on live when I literally wasn't, which was fucking crazy.
It's an algorithm. That's what's so janky about it. A lot of this stuff is algorithm.
It's robots.
Yeah. So it's
They detect shit and then they go, oh, yeah, you said this or you did this.
Yeah, I'll tell you some other crazy shit off camera too about some shit like that.
Damn, the mushrooms one sucks though.
Dumb, right?
Yeah, because like, why'd you make the emoji if I can't use the emoji?
It's an emoji. There was nothing else in the picture.
Willie, man, was there anything that we didn't bring up that you wanted to talk about real quick before we sign off?
Shit. Northside Audio, Willie Sees Green, Lamped Up. Check in.
Willie, man, thanks again for being our first guest and season closer for this episode. Get you back on here again soon to get your Instagram back in shape. We'll make some things happen for
hopefully
you.
I don't get banned again or hacked again.
No, if you do, we'll keep making it rigor. I'll work some things out.
I'm lit in real life, man.
Know what I'm saying, bro? That's what it's all about. Fuck the internet. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, Highlight Visual, Shooting Productions, bro. Peace.